Ta, please say that you love me, like you always say. He pleaded with shaking hands and voice. He was jerking off his head like he was in pain. Taehyung, what's happening with you? Your voice was a mere whisper. Please, Jan. His hand at your face reached to the nape of your neck as he attached his forehead with yours. Don't leave. Ever. His minty breath fanning your face. Ta, what are you? I love you so much. His nose touched yours and you felt his whole body weight falling at you. You screamed his name when he fainted in your arms. Wrapping your arm around him, you tapped his face. Ta, what in the world? You managed to lay him straight on the floor and crawled to your back to take out your phone. You called for ambulance. Your heart was thudding in panic. Then you opened the buttons of Taehyung's shirt and sprinkled some water at his face. Please wake up, Taehyung. You regretted to your core if that happened because of you. Sitting in front of the doctor, you were unable to understand the difficult words he was using to tell about Taehyung. Just tell me he is fine. You were losing yourself, your inner voice telling you that something is not right. Doctor sighed before he started. He is not taking his medicines and he didn't come for therapy for the last 6 months. Definitely he is not fine. What? Medicine? Therapy? Do you know him? Yes, he is under my consideration after the trauma he faced when he was 17. But he was doing so fine. Then suddenly he said he found someone who can heal him. Your heart dropped. He was suffering from all this for the last 6 months and you never knew. But it seemed that along with therapy, he stopped taking his medicines as well. Because of that, he lost control over himself. You might have noticed that. Yeah, he started violence lately, but today he acted more differently. He never did that before, not at least to me. I have prescribed the medicines. The way he is attached to you, he is not dangerous for you, trust me. You nodded. Plus, I had called his doctor. Just bring him for therapy with routine. You came back to home. He always called this our home. You helped him to get into the bed, ignoring his sorries. Please talk to me. You need rest, Taehyung. I need you. Your heart managed to skip a beat, but you didn't let go your posture of angry. Stop it, Johnny. He pouted, holding your hand, and forced you to sit beside him. At that time, he was looking like the most innocent child. You literally asked your mother and never come back. Earlier, when his mother came to the hospital, he leashed off. The way he talked to her astonished you. I don't want to talk about that. He left your hand before rolling to other side. You came to other room and tried to sleep. The whole day's events flashed across your mind. You remembered asking his mother about the trauma, but what she told you made you cry even more. Taehyung was driving the car and his father was with him. It was an accident that ruined our lives. We lost his father, and I blamed a 17 years child for killing his father. But I didn't realize that he was losing himself with each passing day. Those were his mother's words. And when I came to know that he was already consumed by the darkness, doctors started therapies. It worked. And then he met you. He told his doctor that he wanted to live a normal life, without meds and with his love. You whipped away the tears as you were staring at the ceiling. I never knew that you also think about our relationship more than just a friendship. But I am such an awful friend who didn't even get the hint of what you were suffering from. After changing sides for the 100th time, you were sure that you can't sleep here at all. Hoping that Taehyung must be asleep, you went back to that room. Another day, another argument. Taehyung pushed the plate of his breakfast when you asked him to go for therapy. I am not doing it. You need to, Taehyung. It's for your sake. I am all fine. You don't even remember how you behaved yesterday. You were not yourself. He held your hands in his. I will be fine if you will be with me. I am with you, Taehyung, but you tried to find better words. You shouldn't avoid this, you know? You think I am some psycho who should be tied in between four walls? You shake your head, but he stood up, pushing back his chair, and threw the glass on the floor, earning a scream from you. In all people, at least you should understand me. What can I understand when you never told me anything? That wasn't the time to yell back, but you couldn't stop yourself. What do you want to know? He's cold, holding you with your arms, making you leave your place. Didn't that old lady tell you everything? Your lips parted, but no words came out. What? Wasn't that enough to make me vulnerable? You are again behaving like that. You cannot do anything with this tone of yours. He left you, raising his hands up. Okay, fine. Then ask what you did to those men from the cafe. You were afraid what he did after seeing with his own eyes that what they did to you. Just drop that. Waving his hand, he turned around, ending the discussion. You need to answer me, Taehyung. But he didn't stop. You walked to him and turned him with his arm. Answer me or I am leaving. He gave you a confused look. If you will not tell me, then I will leave this place and will never come back. I dare you to say that again. His arm still in your hand that you left with a jerk. Why? So that you will lash out at me. You were supposed to help him. His mind was running at miles of speed, unable to understand anything. Let go. His voice was cold, that you left him as you saw him droning to that darkness for the second time. You want to leave, huh? You stepped back as he moved closer. You want to take Yan away from me? Taehyung, what are you? You trembled in fear when he suddenly held your head with his hands covering your ears. Taehyung, leave me. You cannot do this. She is mine. She loves me. She will never leave me. I will never let that happen. His hold tightened and as tears made their way through your eyes. You gasped when he let you go and sat down tugging his own hairs. Stop. I didn't kill him. Please stop. She wanted to go near him, but you were too afraid to do that. He looked at you, and you searched for any hint of your Taehyung. I ran out of the house when I realized that I am in no more in my control. I don't exactly remember what happened. I had an argument with Jan. I love you so much, princess. Why don't you believe me? She looked so terrified of me. I can't see her like that. She is the only source of light in my life. It was going so good. Then suddenly those voices came back. I started running. I need to tell her that I will do anything for her. I barged in home and yelled for her to tell her that how much I am sorry for my earlier actions, although I don't remember any of them. Yani, entering the lounge, I stopped as the blood flowing in my veins froze. Jan, my life, she was lying on the floor in the puddle of her own blood. I was sure I wasn't breathing. Stepping forward, I sat and touched her face that was bruised. The purple mark around her neck strangled me. Did I? Oh no. Please, Jan, I love you. How could I? No, no, I cannot hurt you. Taking her body in my arms, I held her against my chest. With her in my arms, I ran outside, screaming the same words that I didn't do this. But the bruises she had, the blood that I saw, was telling the story that my monsters ruined her. I don't remember even a thing. To be continued, trust me, they will not suffer more. But share your thoughts. I would love that. Stay safe and healthy and keep supporting me. Love you, Ami.